Disney, one of the most brands that everybody knows right now. So we need to talk about its own channel during the time, known as the Disney Channel sister network Disney Junior, which is basically Nick Jr. and Cartoonito's competitor. So, yeah, true that Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. are popular, but they're actually small when compared to Disney, because Disney is the biggest popularity brand for everyone to enjoy. Now, it's also worth mentioning that Disney Junior, I actually watched Disney Junior for certain shows that I actually like on the network at this point. Is, like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Bear in the Big Blue House, Chuggington, well, back when it was somehow controversial, as well as some other shows. I even like before Disney Junior, I watched a little bit of Playhouse Disney. But what you need to know, I used to be a 2000s kid. I was a 2000s kid. So how did this even happen? How did Disney Junior started out? Let's find out and see where it goes to. We need to talk about its parent network, the Disney Channel. So, in April of 1983, Disney launched the Disney Channel, which is the second network for kids, next to Nickelodeon, who is the first and only network for kids. On Disney Channel was a morning segment for young kids, similar to the blocks on Nickelodeon and PBS, as well as the Sunday morning controversial block on Cartoon Network, which would all later become Nick Jr., PBS Kids, and then Tickle You, which will later become Cartoonito later on in the later years. A few years later, in 1997, the children's block on the Disney Channel was relaunched as Playhouse Disney. At first, it had the same graphics package that Disney Channel has, which is similar to Disney Channel. But by later in 1998 or 1999, the styling and the rebrand was updated to set the block apart from the Disney Channel. Around the time, shows like PB&J Otter, Roly Poly Oly, Out of the Box, and most notably Bear in the Big Blue House first aired. Prior to Playhouse Disney's launch, Disney Channel had aired a lineup of preschool targeted programs to compete with Nick Jr., which were mixed alongside animated series aimed at older children during morning hours, since its debut from April 1983. So, yeah. Bear in the Big Blue House was one of Playhouse Disney's most breakaway hit series, next to Nick Jr.'s big hit Blue's Clues, and later the original Dora the Explorer in 2000 during the time. The series was named by TV Guide Bear in the Big Blue House as one of the top 10 shows for kids that year during 1997. Now, the Playhouse Disney block originally aired on each weekday from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and weekends from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern Time, following each program, which usually ran for 23 minutes, most of which, except for films, aired without promotional interruption. The remainder of the time period was filled by either short segments and music videos, the latter of which were originally under the banner called Feet Beat, or an episode of an acquired short series. On April 16, 2001, Playhouse Disney introduced its new on-air graphics package, produced by motion graphics company Beehive. Actress Elise Beasley began serving as the block's promo announcer during the time. She would continue to hold that time until 2007. Radio Disney cross-promoted the block by rebranding its Mickey and Minnie's Toon Time block as Playhouse Disney. During the year of 2002, the TV block's Beat interstitials were renamed BB's Music Time to promote the Radio Disney block. On June 25th, 2001, Disney ABC Cable Networks Group, now Disney ABC Television Group, announced that they will be launching a 24-hour Playhouse Disney channel network. However, those channels were launched internationally. The U.S. never got one. Sad, I know. In 2002, the Playhouse Disney has updated its logo to a familiar Mickey Mouse head, similar to Disney Channel's logo at the time. Mascots Play and Paige were also introduced, who served a similar purpose to Nick Jr.'s face. Around the time, shows like Stanley, JoJo's Circus, The Koala Brothers, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and Breakfast with Bear first aired. The Wiggles made its debut on the channel. After the Walt Disney Company purchased Fox Family Worldwide in 2001, and Fox Kids died not long after in North America on September 7th, 2002. If you want to learn more about Fox Kids, I suggest you watch the video about the topic from me or Medora Entertainment's video. Links to both are going to be in the video description. Moving on. In 2007, Play and Paige were replaced by Ooh and Ah, two puppet monkeys who served as the main characters of one of the short series, which started their own show, Ooh, Ah, and You, became the official hosts of the block, replacing Play and Paige. Every summer since 2007, Playhouse Disney's end time was content to 4 hours on weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Episodes of Disney Channel's original series were aired during the late morning and early afternoon hours of the block. However, the weekend schedule would continue to air for 7 hours. By this point, the Playhouse Disney block had expanded from 4 o'clock a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time on weekdays, and from 4 o'clock a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time on weekends, each running a different schedule. On May 26, 2010, Disney ABC Television Group announced that they would be relaunching Playhouse Disney as Disney Junior. This new channel would feature a block on Disney Channel, as well as serving as a 24-hour channel, which will be replacing soap opera network SoapNet in the U.S. On Valentine's Day 2011, where it was JetX's anniversary during the time, the rebrand took place, with the Little Einsteins episode Fire Truck Rocket as its first program. Several former Playhouse Disney series were carried over to the relaunching of the block, including Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Special Agent Oso, Imagination Movers, Jungle Junction, and a few other shows were also carried over during the time. Honestly, I think I remember watching Playhouse Disney, though it was known as Disney Junior. I mean, I just didn't realize that Playhouse Disney was rebranded as Disney Junior, as my grandfather introduced me to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Though later I just still didn't notice anything about Disney Channel's sister preschool block. But frankly, I just really digress. Anyway, throughout the course during the 2010s, into the mid 2010s, so by later, any block of Playhouse Disney were rebranded as Disney Junior. Most of the JetX Play channels, which we will mention in a future video, has transitioned into Disney Junior. What you don't know if you don't know what Jetix Play is, it was originally known as Fox Kids Play in 2001. That this block airs classic shows as well as some Saban content. Only international regions had it. The US never got a Jetix or Fox Kids Play block at all. Yes, I know. Now anyway, with all Jetix Play feeds being phased out by 2011, the Disney Junior brand officially become existence now. Now Nick Jr. now has an imposter competitor to them, which is Disney Junior. I actually prefer Playhouse Disney over Disney Junior nowadays. I'm honestly, but who's to know? Shows that premiered on Disney Junior are basically new originals and acquired shows like Tinga Tinga Tales. The Playhouse Disney Junior fandom isn't very big, but it does exist. But according to Medora Entertainment, it produces way less weird content than the PBS Kids fandom. However, there was a Disney Junior app though. However, it was eliminated, and now all Disney Junior shows can still be found on the Disney Now app. Honestly, I couldn't understand why they have to get rid of the Disney Junior app like that. I mean, I know it wasn't doing well or something, but at least give it another chance to shine, anyways. Now, anyway, I want to talk about all the shows that they had during the time, but I'll make it an exception for you. Now, let's see. Any of final original programming that they had during the time from Playhouse Disney, they were any programming that they had from Playhouse Disney were the Little Einsteins, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Handy Manny, My Friends Tigger and Pooh, Imagination Movers, Special Agent Oso, Jungle Junction, Charlie and Lola, Juggington, Timmy Time, Shanna's Show, Choo Choo Soul, Lou and Lou, Safety Patrol, Happy Monster Band, Go Baby! Oh my goodness! I'm sorry everybody, but honestly, according to Medora Entertainment, that show was obviously ridiculous at this point. Ooh, Ah, and You. The latter of some interstitial programming were carried over to Disney Junior shortly after, but they all ended abrupted until 2011. Former original programming that debuted were Bear in the Big Blue House, PB&J Otter, Roly Poly Out of the Box, The Book of Pooh, Stanley, JoJo's Circus, Higglytown Heroes, Johnny and the Spirits, as well as some acquired programming like Tailspin, Chippendales Rescue Rangers, Amazing Animals, Little Mermaid, The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Adventures in Wonderland, Katie and Orby, Madeline, Jungle Cubs, 101 Dalmatians, the series, Sing Me a Story with Belle, Rupert, The Wiggles, Antole, The Koala Brothers, and The Doodlebops. As well as some interstitial programming as well. They also had programming sub-blocks during the time during their final few seasons. There was Stanley's Great Book Adventure, Tarzan. Yeah, y'all know, y'all get the point. Yeah, y'all get the point. And anywho, the Disney Junior block on the Disney Channel was later been renamed as Disney Junior on Disney Channel. Although the name was been ditched. However, the name was bitched and was ditched and was renamed Mickey Mornings on Disney Channel. Similar to how Nick Jr. on Nick reverted back to using the Nickelodeon name for the Screen Bug and later in advertising. Now being known as Preschool Mornings on Nickelodeon, or Nickelodeon's Playtime, or Nick Played It Again. Honestly, I couldn't imagine why they had to get rid of older Disney Junior's Playhouse Disney shows. Honestly, I really digress. However, Disney Junior would never have a big hit ever since, but until a few years later, they had a biggest hit show known as Bluey, as well as some next few breakaway hit shows. Bluey being the best show on Disney Junior to air. I mean, seriously, this is in my honesty, I think it's probably their own Paw Patrol. I mean, basically, Bluey's might be an answer to Paw Patrol, as in 2013, Nick Jr. made its biggest breakaway hit next to Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer with Paw Patrol, was debuted in 2013. The only current programming that are still on Disney Junior are Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Doc McStuffins, Sophia the First, Mickey Mouse's Mix-Up Adventures, Tots, The Chicken Squad, Mickey Mouse Funhouse, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, Alice's Wonderland Bakery, Eureka, Firebloods, Super Kitties, Star Wars, Young Jedi Adventures, Pupstruction, as well as some acquired shows. Chuggington, wait, they're rerunning it? I couldn't understand it. PJ Masks, Gigantosaurus, Bluey, Dino Ranch, Kaya and the Kamonji Heroes, and PJ Masks Power Heroes. Two of which, Kaya and the Kamonji Heroes and PJ Masks Power Heroes, debuted in 2023 this year, on March 22nd and April 19th of this year. Basically, PJ Masks debuted in 2015, while its spin-off series, PJ Masks Power Heroes, debuted in 2023. Some interstitial programming that are still up there are Chip 'n Dale's Nutty Tales, Disney Junior music videos, Disney Junior's Wonderful World of Songs, Disney Tussum Tussum, Doc Toy Hospital, Me and Mickey, Meet Spidey and His Amazing Friends, Mickey Mouse Hot Diggity Dog Tales, Mickey's Malkazizer, Minnie's Bow Tunes, Rise Up, Sing Out, Spooky music videos, Sunny Bunny's Playdate with Winnie the Pooh, and an untitled Doc McStuffins stop motion shorts. I can see upcoming new original programming. I see one upcoming acquired program. Yep, I can seriously see that. I mean, at least with Disney Junior, they have a flurry of shows that they had during their run. Well, compared to Nick Jr. and Cartoonito 2021, they got a flurry of new original series coming in house, while Cartoonito 2021's original programming, they keep being delayed. And as for Nick Jr., there's nothing wrong with Nick Jr.'s new original series. However, they do need to take some time to produce. You do realize that it's the money that is important. If they get more money, that means they'll invest some more on their new original programming. Maybe this might be the reason why Nickelodeon has started caring about money. Maybe it's because they wanted to get a new graphics overhaul to embrace their future. Maybe that might be the reason why, or not. Honestly, I think all the channels are doing great in terms of viewership. However, despite getting some stupid beef with the profits and the money, acting like Mr. Krabs saying, "Hello, I like money," but honestly, they need to start caring about creativity. But at least with Nickelodeon, they now care about creativity because they had their slogan called "We Make Fun." Oh, it's supposed to seem like they actually are serious. They mean it. They meant they're really making so much fun now. We'll soon get to that in a moment. Now, as I'm scripting and making this history video about Disney Junior, I think things are going well for Disney Junior, despite some people saying it hasn't been the same because they took away some of the classic shows. But the reason is that retro doesn't wait. We need new series. I mean, honestly, I made a statement on a community post that I did had in response to some people still complaining about people wanting classic shows on their favorite channels, saying that we want classics, but nobody just don't seem to get it. Retro doesn't rate. And I'm pretty sure not all people doesn't want. I'm sure not all people not all billionaires ain't gonna listen to anybody because they need new shows. They can't just rely on old cartoons, unless if they have a programming block for that becomes possible. I mean, at least with Adult Swim, they're caring about the classics. Like we getting Checkered Past, which we'll get to that in a moment. Now, anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of Disney Junior for today? Do you think it's still bad to y'all? Do you think it's still not the same as it used to be when it was like Playhouse Disney or something? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, stay tuned.